Yo, what's up, guys? It's me. So anyways, my final thoughts on the Spider-Man Bop It. Yeah, I know, I've uploaded 2 videos already demonstrating it. 1, reviewing it, 2, beating it. Now, I'm gonna do an official review, like I do with all my other Bop It reviews. You know, like how I do, like, the Bop It and then the Bop It, like, you know, like, for example, Bop It BB-8 2016. I'm going to do the same thing with the Spider-Man one, but without... I'm going to do a review again, but this time without the gameplay. So if you want full gameplay, but still, yeah, you can see my my next latest video about that. Oh shoot, what am I doing? Oh shoot. Oh, great. Ah. So, my final thoughts. The Spider-Man Bop It. It reminds me of a action figure from McDonald's. Yeah. You know what? Here. I'll just go ahead and pull it out and show you what I mean. Actually, the thing that I'm actually referring to is not McDonald's, but the Burger King kids meal from one of the films. I think it was movie 3, I think, is what I'm actually referring to. How is the web still in there? That is just crazy. Oh yeah, it's supposed to stay in the duh. Anyways. So, ignoring the Bop It button, ignoring the fact that there's a web in the Spider-Man itself. If you can look at it, there it is. I don't know if whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. I don't mean to get copyrighted if I say that. I don't sing. Blech. No one sings. I'm kidding. So basically, I just remembered, I need to set this up as a camera on a stand. Whoops. Oh, shoot. How the heck am I gonna do this? Ugh, come. Ugh. Oh my gosh. How the heck did I even manage to do it the last time? Alright, so, what was I going to do again? I totally kind of forgot. Ow. That's the second time today I did that. Ow. Man. Jeez. This thing is not supposed to be like that. So the Spider-Man, the head, all that trouble just for that. Heck. Alright, so the Spider-Man is standing right in front of the camera, blocking my view. Just kidding, I can't see, so joke's on me. Okay, so twist it, bop it. Pull it. To me, it kind of reminds me of those action figures that when you twist the waist part of it or squeeze, twist something, and it springs back into action. I don't know, springs back into place.
My spidey sense is tingling. Bop it to start. Quiet. Loud. Blasting. Quiet. Loud. Blasting.
When I put it down, just...
Bop it to start.
The Bop It itself is about 6 inches, maybe. About 5.
Need a break? I'll stick around.
It's, actually pretty big. His leg stance is off. His body is way off. His head is huge. But they had to make it to where, you know, you could twist it off. There's the cap of it. There's the back of it. And oh my gosh, his brains are exposed. Ouch. Okay, there we go. Back of it actually really contains the batteries. I was playing with you guys. So, you sometimes know that some of the character boppets that we've seen before in the past have had the head where you just push it down and it goes in, right? On this one, no. It's like, okay, so the head is huge. Imagine if it was like a, so like the legs are kind of made out of a, they're made out of a different plastic than the upper body. The right arm is actually made out of the same plastic that the legs are made out of. It's kind of a softer, it's not pliable, but it's softer. It's a softer material than the upper body. The head is plastic, complete, solid plastic. Now, I'm not sure if they've made any Spider-Man figures with stuffed bodies, but I'm pretty sure they have. There used to be I used to have a water-themed version of Spider-Man, like a three-pack that contained Spider-Man, the Lizard, and Spider-Man climbing up a wall with his head up, looking up. But this Spider-Man figure, well, should I say figure, or should I say game? It's kind of hard to say. Well, I mean, I guess it's a combination action figure and a game. So, I've had Spider-Man action figures in the past. I've had one from it's kind of getting off topic. That's another thing for another video. Did I fix it or did I break it?
My spidey sense is tingling. Quiet. Loud. Blasted. Quiet. Loud. Blasted. Quiet. Loud. Quiet. Loud. Blasted.
On mine, if you tap it,
Loud. Blasted.
where the legs are, it'll activate the twisted.
Quiet. Loud. Blasted. Quiet. Loud. Blast. Quiet. Loud. Quiet. Blast. Quiet. Loud. Blasted.
But not all the time, though.
Quiet. Loud. Blasted.
If you put a little pressure on the legs while twisting it,
Loud.
it should activate. Or it should register the twisted.
Bop it to start.
And when putting it down, it does not activate twisted.
Need a break? I'll stick around.
The Spider-Man is supposed to be the one from let's see, Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man, I think it's No Way Home or Far From Home. I think it's No Way Home. I can't verify that exactly. So basically the Homecoming trilogy of Spider-Man is what, the third movie is what this Spider-Man is supposed to be based on. But I don't see how that's possible because it doesn't feel like it, and I've had a Spider-Man from the second film, an action figure from it, and it felt a lot different in the sculpt. But that could just mean that it had a different suit on. Who knows? But The Spider-Man figure does not stand up straight. It does not. So it is in a squatting position. One of his legs is out, like, you know, like how you can, like, put your leg a bit out, like they really made it that way. Spider-Man just doesn't stand up completely straight. He's kind of turned to the left. It's like he's looking straight, but he is sculpted in a way that he's in a squat position. His one leg, well, it's just kind of weird. Really weird. I'm actually beginning to wonder if he was meant to be like that. I don't know. Do you think they put his legs on wrong? Maybe. But I beg to differ because, you know, Spider-Man has been around since the 1960s, and this Bop It is the first Bop It to look like a superhero. Now, from the top to the bottom is about close to 6 inches. Let me think about that. So it's about an inch to about. So from the top of his arm I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's about maybe 2 to 3 inches, and then so it's about maybe 5 to 6 inches. I don't know. But literally, my final thoughts are the maker, the idea was, I mean, it was done right, but the timing it came out was wrong. I honestly thought that this game unit was going to come out next month. But apparently, for Aiden, who I've just subscribed to,
no notification from mail. Apple.
No. I need to turn the speech off.
Speech mode off.
There you go, Itty Gay. I turned the speech off. Anyways, the Spider-Man Bop It. Everything about the head sculpt is huge. The eyes are. The width of the head is probably about 2 to 3 inches in diameter, and maybe about 3 inches tall. So maybe about almost 6 inches or about that. I don't know. But yeah, if I were to get multiple Spider-Man action figures and probably compare them to this somehow reminds me of the Burger King toy, although I never had it, of the Spider-Man 3 film from 2006. I believe they came out, the toys came out in the Burger King kids meals or the Jolly Bee. I don't know, but this kind of reminds me of it because one of the toys was a big head Spider-Man, with Spider-Man with a big head, and it had suction cups on it, on both hands. So, is Hasbro trying to copy that Spider-Man toy? Maybe not, but what they were trying to do was they were trying to, you know, make a Bop It. And I was thinking, here's what I was thinking. I was thinking that the head would be about 2 inches tall, or like a 2-inch head, and that the body would be a bit bigger, and that the legs would be a bit smaller. Well, they are a bit smaller. The body is disproportionate. It's not top heavy, so it won't fall over. But imagine if it, I mean, it has a stance that it won't fall over, and it's almost like he's trying to get onto a, he's trying to, it seems like he's trying to stand on one hand, or like to, I don't know, I'm stupid. But, you know, one hand. Usually Spider-Man has 3 fingers pointed up. The thumb, the pointer, and the pinky. This one almost has it right. However, Hasbro, you probably should have done it the way Spider-Man used to be. Or would have been. Honestly, the way it came out, it's okay. I just wish it would have been sculpted a bit better. Because of the fact that, you know, you got, I mean, okay, the design choice is probably a bit poor. Probably. And I mean probably. Because, I mean, not like we haven't had the legs where you can twist it. We've had it on the Olaf. Why is it all of a sudden doing that?
My spidey sense is tingling. Bop It to start.
And the voice.
Quiet. Loud. Blasting. Quiet. Loud. Blasting.
The voice does not sound like Tom Holland at all.
Bop It to start.
But then again, someone actually said that
Need a
Josh
break?
Keaton
I'll stick around.
was going to be the voice. Well, maybe so. I don't know. Although Dan Kushner was the one that was creative about how the commands would work. However, the design choice, Hasbro, could have been a little better. You could have had it to where you could twist it at the upper body instead. You'd have just held onto the legs. I don't know what's doing that now. Yeah. Yeah, literally all it is the bottom close to where his butt is. There's no real thing going. It's not even held on, so there's only 5 screws keeping this thing together. Kind of a bad choice, Hasbro. Kind of a bad choice. Because not only do you have nothing really holding the arm, the right arm, and the legs together. Well, I mean, you kind of do, but not only is it not as good, but, you know, you got problems when you think about some of these models of the Spider-Man Bop It. Some of the models, they have issues. Like Earthworm Joe 94, he has a Bop It button that is not very easy to press whatsoever. And like on some other models where the twist tip would actually activate when tapping one of the legs. And on pretty much all models, you pull out the web and you have to push it back in. Like seriously. It's almost like you're pulling out a missile. That's what it makes me think of. It makes me think you're pulling out a missile and then it's locked and then you have to push it back in. That's what it reminds me of. I mean, literally, this makes it feel like, it feels like one of those kids' toys that, you know, like this feels like a toy for, toddlers. Those under 3 toys or whatever. Well, I mean, those toys that you see at like Walmart or something. That, for example, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Half Shell Heroes Shellraiser has one of those things that it comes out but it doesn't come out all the way. And then you have to push it back in. That's kind of what it feels like. Although, the thing is you have to pull it back, push it back in, twist the legs, bop the head, bop it on the head, twist it, twist the legs, and then pull the web out and push it back in. It's just, I mean, Hasbro, I like the idea, and I know it's already out. There's no way it can go back. There's no way that this game is not going to go back to the factory. Because, this game's already on Walmart.com. You can order it. I mean, I do like the Bop It. I was excited for it. And, how I said it has web sound for the actions? Well, have a listen once I start playing it.
My spidey sense is tingling. Bop it to start.
Have a listen to this.
High score, 100. Bop it. Twist it. Pull it. Pull it. Twist it. Aww, made a wrong turn. Score, 4. Quiet. Loud. Blasting. High score, 100.
Okay, let's try again.
Bop it. Twist it. Pull it. Bop it. Pull it. Twist it. Pull it. Twist it. Pull it. Pull it. Bop it. Twist it. Pull it.
See, I just tapped it and it activated twist it.
Twist it. Pull. Twist it. Hey,
Oh,
you win some,
shoot.
you lose some. Score 17.
But I mean, it's a cool Bop It. I still like it.
Bop it to start.
There's no way in heck I'm gonna return this back.
Need a break? I'll stick around.
Because I mean it's a cool Bop It. Regardless. All that stuff I said is probably nitpicky, and I'm just, I'm not a kid. I'm not someone who is okay, I still enjoy electronic games like Kane and probably Garrett and some other people, but I'm still interested. Don't worry. I mean, I'm still going to get Bop It characters. Character Bop Its. It's just, when some character Bop Its come out, I would have to agree with some people that Hasbro may have made a wrong turn when creating these, or one of these. like for example, last year I had the Baby Yoda Bop It, and this is on several models, by the way. When you bop it, when you press the bop it part of the head and hold it sometimes, when you press the bop it button sometimes on the Yoda, sometimes it would stop doing anything. It would just, play part of it and then stop. But when you held it down, it would play the audio. But luckily I got another one. I never got to review that one that I had, but not the first one, but I had it on camera. The Spider-Man Bop It is, if I were a kid playing with action figures, I'd probably like this Bop It, but even more than I do. But for a collector of Bop It and a collector of Spider-Man, I was a collector of Spider-Man, a fan of Spider-Man toys. But, for a collector of Bop It and a person that has always wanted to see a Spider-Man Bop It, it's cool. I like it. There's nothing wrong with it. I was just, probably nitpicking about things that probably shouldn't have been said. I don't know about anything about like paint because I can't, see the paint, if any paint is on it. But Hasbro makes action figures. In all of their, time of having the license for Spider-Man toys and Marvel toys, you would think that they would know how to do a proper, Bop It Spider-Man. Now, not saying that they don't. This isn't a bad representation, but they could have done it a little better. The design could have been a little better. While it is not uncommon to see Spider-Man in a pose like what he is in, it's actually better if he's in a pose to where he's standing up like all the other Micro Bop Its. This one is, almost squat down. Not completely, but, almost squat down. Anyways, my final thoughts, probably it's going to be a long video. And I'm sorry if I'm moving around a bit. But, yeah, Bop It. It also reminds me of a Funko Pop, if you know what those are. Those are figurines that only have one point of articulation, and that's usually the head, and that's it. I had a Batmobile with a Batman action figure. It was a Funko action figure. They've done a similar thing with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I'm not surprised. But, they have done, Spider-Man Funko Pops. But, because this is a Bop It, and they had to design the actual Bop It thing, I guess they really had no choice. Now that I think about it, they didn't have a choice. But, a Funko Pop Spider-Man figure would be much smaller than this Bop It. Much smaller. So guys, that's my review, and I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed it. Ugh.